Hello, and welcome to our paper category webinar. My name is Nikki Ward. I'm the state coordinator for Tennessee History Day, and today I will be talking with you about the paper category for the 2021-2022 contest season. A little bit about who actually runs the state contest of Tennessee History Day. We are the Tennessee Historical Society. We're a nonprofit membership organization in Nashville. And outside of the largest public program that we do, which is Tennessee History Day, we also support and produce the publication of the Tennessee Historical Quarterly. We do other public programs and lectures, and we also have special projects such as the Tennessee Encyclopedia of History and Culture, as well as an active collection of artifacts and documents that are located at various cultural institutions in Nashville. So if you are interested in joining the Historical Society for the Educator rate of $25 to receive that historical quarterly as well as information about what we are doing, feel free to search our website for that membership or send me an email. So let's talk about the paper category itself. Who should compete in this category? Students who prefer working individually, as this is the only individual category for National History Day, students who have a really strong grasp of language, and students who are organized, not only organizing their materials, making sure they keep track of all the sources that they've used, but also can concretely organize their thoughts in a way that makes sense for writing a full paper. Some rule changes to keep in mind that came about last year. The paper word count is different, so captions and words and footnotes and endnotes, other than the citation, now count towards the paper word limit, in addition to student-composed works and quoted words and quoted materials. So make sure that you are being brief and specific with your footnotes and endnotes. And then your process paper. A process paper is now required for papers. You must have your title page showing both the process paper word count as well as the word count for the paper itself. And more information on the process paper can be found on our website as well as in the rule book. This is an example of what your title page would look like. You see that the paper has its word count as well as the process paper. The process paper must answer these questions. How did you choose your topic? How does it relate to the annual theme? How did you conduct your research? How did you create your project? What is your historical argument or your thesis? In what ways is your topic significant in history? Please make sure these are the questions you are answering in that process paper. This is not a second report or a second thesis, right? This is the process. Explain to us how you did your research. Use first person. Do not include footnotes or images. That's oftentimes students really struggle with writing in first person in this paper because it is so different than the paper that you have just written. But you are talking about your process. You are addressing the judges directly. Talk about what you did. So let's look at some resources. National History Day does have a really great book called How to Create Historical Paper. You can purchase it on their website, nhd.org. It's $29. You're just going to go to the shop, it's circled there at the top, and find the historical paper book. We also have quite a few resources online. You'll just go to our Getting Started page. We've got the rule book, the significant rule changes, theme book, theme narrative, all of those bits and pieces that help you really flesh out your History Day project are located on our website, as well as your specific regional website has your regional information. And then if you look at your regional page, you can scroll down. If you look at the virtual contest resource page, you can scroll down to the bottom and click paper. That's where the recording of this will live, as well as the slideshow and other resources that we have specific to paper. We have a student and educator Padlet. Both are linked on our website that we update pretty regularly. So make sure you're keeping an eye on those things for resources as they are available. As far as your submission this year, it will look a little bit different than this. This is still the old system, but you will still do your cover sheet with the additional process paper, your actual paper, and then your annotated bibliography. They need to be in that order, and they need to be combined into one PDF that you submit in the registration system. Looking at some important dates for you, if you are in any of these counties, in the northeast part of Tennessee, your registration opens Friday, October 1st, 2021. Your registration deadline for both districts is Friday, October 29th, 2021. And then the contest itself will be on Friday, November 19th, 2021, and it will be virtual. We are still hoping and planning for in-person for regional and state, but we do know that the district contest will be virtual. So if you are in any of the other county or in the other regions, registration opens Wednesday, December 1st, 2021, and the deadline for educators is January 18th. That's to make sure that you are registered in time for your students to get in there, because they cannot complete registration without you having completed registration. So this deadline for students is Tuesday, February 1st, 2022. That's for all students in Tennessee. And then we have 2 more upcoming webinars. You can see the times there. You use the same link you used to access this one. And then we have our advising open house sessions coming up. They will begin at 4 p.m. and they will last 1 hour. You do not have to stay the whole time. If you realize at 4:30 you have a question for Tori and I, Tori's the assistant state coordinator, feel free to pop in and ask your question. Tori and I will just be hanging out with office hours, and you can join as you need to, and then leave when your question is answered. If you have further questions that we aren't able to answer at the advising session or come up before then, email me. My email is historyday@tennesseehistory.org. You can also email Tori at assistant@tennesseehistory.org, and we are happy to see what we can do to help you out. All right. Well, thanks for joining, and happy History Day, you guys.